Some of the most talked about cancer treatments might actually be more dangerous than you think, and I'm here to break it all down for you. When it comes to cancer treatments, we've all heard the term breakthrough being thrown around left and right. But how often do we really take the time to understand what's behind those claims? As someone who's passionate about spreading awareness and clearing up misconceptions, I want to take a closer look at some surprising cancer treatments that have gotten a lot of attention recently. It's crucial that we not only explore their potential benefits but also their potential dangers. Cancer is a complex and multifaceted disease, and it's no secret that finding effective treatments can be a long and arduous process. That's why it's so important to separate fact from fiction and understand the science behind each treatment. In this video, we're going to dive into some of the most surprising and controversial cancer treatments out there, and I'm excited to share my findings with you. The topic of cancer treatments can be overwhelming, especially when it seems like every day there's a new miracle cure being touted in the media. But before we dive into the specifics, I want to emphasize just how important it is to approach this topic with a critical eye. When cancer patients are faced with the daunting task of choosing a treatment, they're often bombarded with misinformation and conflicting advice. It's no wonder that many turn to alternative therapies that promise quick fixes or miracle cures. But the allure of these treatments can be deceiving, and it's essential that we understand the risks involved. One of the biggest challenges cancer patients face is sorting through the sea of information out there. It's easy to get caught up in the hype surrounding a new treatment, but it's crucial to take a step back and evaluate the evidence. Unfortunately, many alternative therapies lack concrete scientific backing, and some can even be harmful. Misinformation about cancer treatments is rampant, and it's not just coming from dodgy sources. Even reputable publications and celebrities can perpetuate false or misleading information. As someone who cares deeply about this topic, it's frustrating to see people being misled and potentially putting their health at risk. The consequences of misinformation can be devastating. Cancer patients may delay or forego conventional treatments that have proven to be effective, opting instead for untested or unproven therapies. This can lead to a decreased quality of life, and in some cases, even death. So, why do people fall prey to these alternative therapies? Often, it's because they're desperate for a cure and willing to try anything. But it's our responsibility as a community to educate ourselves and others about the importance of evidence-based medicine. One of the most insidious aspects of alternative cancer treatments is the way they prey on people's fears and hopes. They promise a cure, or at least a sense of control, in a situation where patients feel helpless. But the truth is, there's no magic bullet for cancer, and anyone who tells you otherwise is likely trying to sell you something. The impact of misinformation is far-reaching, affecting not only cancer patients but also their loved ones and the medical community as a whole. It's a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach, involving education, awareness, and critical thinking. It's time to look at some surprising cancer treatments that have gained popularity in recent years. From intravenous vitamin C to cannabis oil, We'll explore the origins of these treatments, how they work, and the scientific evidence behind them. Buckle up, because some of what you're about to hear might shock you. Let's start with one of the most well-known alternative cancer treatments. Vitamin C. You might be thinking, wait, isn't vitamin C just a vitamin? And you're right, it is. But when taken intravenously in massive doses, some proponents claim it can target and kill cancer cells. Sounds too good to be true, right? The idea of using vitamin C to treat cancer dates back to the 1970s, when a Scottish surgeon named Ewan Cameron published a series of papers claiming that high doses of vitamin C could help combat the disease. Since then, the concept has gained traction, with many clinics offering IV vitamin C infusions as a supposed cancer treatment. So, does it work? The science is mixed. Some studies suggest that high doses of vitamin C might have an effect on cancer cells in vitro, but these results have yet to be replicated in human clinical trials. In fact, the National Cancer Institute has stated that there's no conclusive evidence to support the use of vitamin C as a cancer treatment. Another surprising treatment that's gained popularity is cannabis oil. Now, I know what you're thinking, isn't cannabis just for getting high? However, proponents of cannabis oil claim it can help alleviate cancer symptoms, reduce tumor size, and even cure the disease. The origins of cannabis oil as a cancer treatment are rooted in the early 2000s when a few case reports emerged suggesting that cannabinoids might have anti-tumor properties. Since then, the movement has grown, with many people using cannabis oil to treat their cancer. So, what does the science say? While there is some evidence to suggest that cannabinoids might have an effect on cancer cells, the jury is still out on its efficacy as a treatment. The problem is, most of the research has been done in vitro or on animal models, and human clinical trials are sorely lacking. Another treatment that's gained attention is apricot kernels. Yes, you read that right, apricot kernels. The idea behind this treatment is that the kernel's active compound, amygdalin, can release cyanide in the body, which supposedly targets cancer cells. Sounds like science fiction, right? The origins of apricot kernel therapy date back to the 1950s, when a biochemist named Ernst Krebs Jr. claimed that amygdalin could be used to treat cancer. Since then, the treatment has gained a devoted following, with many clinics offering apricot kernel supplements and extracts. But here's the thing. There's no scientific evidence to support the use of apricot kernels as a cancer treatment. In fact, the FDA has actively warned against using amygdalin, citing a lack of evidence and potential harm. We've looked at just a few examples of surprising cancer treatments, but there are many more out there. From ozone therapy to laetrile, the list goes on and on. It's crucial that we approach each of these treatments with a critical eye, evaluating the evidence and being wary of misinformation. One case that really drives home the dangers of unregulated treatments is the story of Belle Gibson, an Australian wellness blogger who claimed to have cured her brain cancer using alternative therapies. Her story went viral, and she gained a massive following, selling books and promoting her supposed miracle cure. But here's the thing. Belle Gibson never actually had brain cancer. She fabricated the whole story, using it to sell her products and gain fame. The fallout was massive, with many people feeling duped and betrayed. This story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of misinformation and the importance of critical thinking. We need to be aware of the red flags. If a treatment sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It's time to summarize the key points we've discussed today. Surprising cancer treatments might seem promising, but it's essential to evaluate the evidence and be critical of misinformation. We need to approach each treatment with a discerning eye, understanding the science behind it and being wary of false claims. As we navigate the complex world of cancer treatments, it's crucial that we seek professional medical advice and be cautious of alternative therapies. Remember, there's no magic bullet for cancer, and anyone who tells you otherwise is likely trying to sell you something. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you or a loved one been affected by cancer? What are your thoughts on alternative treatments? Share your experiences and let's keep the conversation going. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more content on cancer research and awareness. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll be exploring the latest advancements in cancer research.